outdoors, indoors, but I couldn't bear to sit in that room. I'm thinking about building a second studio in one of the spare bedrooms and seeing if I can just have like a professional camera out there. But anyways, we're going to bring up the people from yesterday, jump into some calls. I'm going to try to keep it together as today was a super high cortisol day. I want to hide, but we're going to lock in. Okay. So you're building me an ADU. Yes, that's exactly right. GB13. So GB13, I don't exactly remember what it was that we're going to talk about. Yep, Matt, got you. We also have Devin here at Devin. Devin, I don't, gosh, I have to ask all of you what we were going to do. And then we have Chris247. I also don't remember what we were talking about. I think we had a property you had at 119. We're trying to get a walkthrough on that. Wanted to know what to get a deal for. Okay. Drop it in the chat, Walt. You can come up. And then GB13 at GB13. Not quite here yet, but when he is here, maybe a community helper can bring him on stage. All right. Let's just should we jump into questions or do like a call first? I'm kind of tempted to do a quick little call, but questions are probably what people want. So remember that Memphis multifamily I found yesterday, I'll just do a warm-up call. We'll just do a little warm-up call, guys. I'll show you what I was looking at. We'll do a warm-up call because I wanted to call so bad yesterday. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to call. I want to find myself another property in Detroit to flip. I didn't get my offer accepted. That sucks. They wanted 72. I was at 65. Come on. How can I call people from Zillow or sites like that? Do you have some sort of program or platform which I can call from? Yeah, there's a ton of different online softwares that allow you to call overseas. I use SalesMate. Joseph, yeah, me too. I guess it didn't fall through. I just more so didn't get it, and I walked the property. I was hoping we could get it. I use a program called SalesMate, and SalesMate lets me call when I'm overseas. Okay. So we're going to call this realtor back. His name is Lloyd Patterson, and I'm going to share my screen on this, and I'm going to break down why I like this house. So guys, what I'm sharing my screen with for all the members we have in Hold My Hand Wholesale right now, 132 people are watching my screen share. You could be watching my screen share too. But I've got this listing here, and this is a perfect deal. So a lot of you guys are wondering, hey, what makes a good deal a deal? Well, it comes down to condition, location, and use of the property. So location, pretty simple. Do people live there? That's all. Location, do people live there? I'm not talking about 5,000, 10,000. Is this a 100,000 person city? Is there a population of people to buy fix and flips and a population of people to buy rental properties, or more so rent out properties? Condition, if it's a fix and flip, I mean, I don't really care. It's supposed to be in bad condition. If it's a rental property, well, it's supposed to be in good condition. We don't really want to renovate a rental property. And then it comes down to the use of the property. Can I renovate this property for a profit? Well, look at this property. You think this is one that we're renovating for a profit, or maybe we're doing something else with it? TikTok, I'll give you a little sneak peek. You guys think we're renovating this for a profit? Nah, somebody else already did that. And then they put tenants in place. And the house doesn't appear to need any work, but I say appear because they could be totally lying to us. Now, what do I like about this? Well, given that it's a rental property, everything looks new. That's not a great statement, not given that it's a rental property, but because it's going to be a rental or is being used as a rental right now, it's nice that everything looks new. And then the other thing I like about it is the rent that's coming in. This thing is occupied at $21.25 per month. They're asking $190. What's the significance of being occupied at $21.25 per month and being priced at $190? Well, a long time ago, and maybe even today, there was a rule called the 1% rule, which loosely goes, your rent should be 1% of your purchase price, right? Turns out that's not that great of a rule. And that's largely not that great of a rule because interest rates are at 7% for investment properties. I get that they're lower for residential properties, but cheap investment properties still pretty close to 7, maybe even above 7%. So my thoughts on this property at its asking price are not bad. What do I mean by that? Well, if you put down a down payment of what's that? 39,000, 38,000, I think. You put down 38,000, which is 20% on 190. So 20% is your required down payment if you're a buyer. You need to understand what buyers are doing. Buyers are putting 20% down at 7% interest. This is your monthly payment, and the taxes and insurance are about $200. So you see your taxes and insurance, a little more than 200. Okay, let's call it 225. 225 plus 1,011, that's the principal and interest payment, results in a payment of $1,263 per month. It's occupied at $2,125 per month, so maybe I can only take 15% off the top for margin of expenses. I'd be making about $1,800 a month, and I'd be paying about $1,263, meaning that my monthly income is $543. Now, I want to poll the audience. If I came to you guys and I said, hey, would you give me, say, $49,000 and I'll give you back $6,500 per year? How would we feel? You give me $50,000, you give me $50,000 and I'll give you back $6,000 per year. This is what it's like to be a rental investor. That's a rental property's return on investment. Down payment 50, which is with closing costs, 10K for closing costs, and I give you back $6,500 a year. Well, let's see how that stock stacks up to the stock market. Can anybody tell me who's in stocks, what the stock market did this year? S&P 500, large bundles of stocks, Dow Jones Industrial, NASDAQ. I know on average it's 10%. What do we do this year? Should probably use 10%, right? Well, if I divide my yearly profit of $6,500 by my total cost of entry of $49,000, it's 13.3%. Okay. That's a little bit better than the stock market. It's a little bit better, but on average, it's only 3.3% better. It's not that much better than the stock market. And guys, I'll let you in on a secret about being a real estate investor. It can be a little bit of a headache. Right? And it can be a big bit of a headache. You have to fix things. All the time you have to fix things, right? So if you're investing in real estate, you want to be making double what you do in the stock market. Do you know why? Because the stock market's passive. You put your money in there, you forget about it, you get 10%. Great, super awesome, right? Here, I'm only getting 13.3%. And honestly, that 3.3% difference that I get above the stock market is probably not worth it. Somebody says it's hard to find supply and demand in this space though. For stocks or for real estate? I can't speak for stocks. I don't know much about stocks at all. That's not really my thing. But in Memphis or Detroit or Cleveland, wherever it may be, there are 3 million houses for sale on Zillow. So why would it be hard to find something? I found this in a couple minutes. It's just on Zillow. I didn't do anything special to find it. These houses are just sitting there. However, a lot of people share your perspective. I don't know how to find this. It's too scarce. Great. I love that you have that perspective. You know why? You'll pay me a finder's fee to bring it to you. So what is worthy of a finder's fee on this property? Does this work in Canada? Yeah, I've got a rental property in Atlanta. A Canadian wholesaler found it from me. Your guys' phones work the same just as our phones. Well, what makes this a deal is probably a 20% return on investment. Because honestly, if it's 10 or even close to 10, the extra work associated with rental properties, the headaches associated with rental properties, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So what price results in this being a 20% cash on cash return? And how do we calculate that? Well, I'll show you the easy way first, and then I'll show you the manual way. It's not the hard way, it's the manual way. So I built a tool. It calculates the price that you need to be at if you're a real estate investor. Because I get it. It's a little scary, right? I'm signed out. I'm still signed out. I really need to fix that. We'll just do it manually. You're going to need to get a 20% cash on cash return. And this is exactly how you calculate it. Rent multiplied by 0.8, subtract your mortgage payment. Mortgage payment is PITI. PITI stands for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Those are the expenses that make up your mortgage payment, right? So rent multiplied by 0.8. Why 0.8? Well, it takes 20% off the top. Then subtract your mortgage payment. So rent times 0.8 minus PITI, which stands for mortgage payment, multiply that by 12 because cash on cash return is calculated on an annual basis, not a monthly basis. So sure, rent less 20% minus our mortgage payment is exactly what we make, right? But then multiply that by 12. Then just divide by total cost of entry. It's a very, very simple formula. And that should equal 20% or above. The formula is now in my Discord chat. Now in the next tab over, we're going to calculate that. 21.25 is my rent. This time, I'm not going to take off 20%. I'm going to take off 15. And the reason for that is because it's occupied. We have no vacancy. A vacancy is one of our biggest expenses in real estate. And we don't have vacancy if we're in place, right? If the tenants are in place. So 21.25 less 15%, then subtract PITI. What is PITI? Well, we calculated it just before. 1,011. Here's the calculator I used to calculate it. Just in case you'd like this calculator, I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat for you. I put in a 7% interest rate and I put in a 20% down payment. Those are fixed. Those are fixed. Yes, Denaro, now divide that by your total cost of entry. That's right. And it's not rent times 0.8 times PITI. Rent times 0.8 minus PITI times 12 divided by total cost of entry. People also forget about equity. It's not just about cash on cash return. If a house is listed for $200,000, we definitely want a discount on the property. That's our job as a wholesaler. So you need to get a discount, and the discount plays into the equity side of things. But understand, you got 30 years to build equity. So your most immediate desire for a cheap property is going to be cash flow. It's great to build equity over time, but you're buying a renovated property, so you don't have much equity in it at the beginning. You're supposed to build that over time. It's not like you just get it immediately. You could create it with a different type of investment, like a BRRRR strategy. Maybe you have 70%, maybe you have 30% equity in the property if you do the BRRRR strategy. But a lot of these individuals are just buying turnkey rentals to develop monthly income. Anyways, plugging in our formula, 21.25 multiplied by 0.85 is 1,806. My PITI, aka mortgage payment, is 1,011. But we have the 225 for taxes and insurance, and I make 570 per month, right? I then multiply that by 12. That gives me 6,843, and I divide that by my total cost of entry, which is 49,000. How did I get to 49,000? Well, the down payment's 38,000. So I guess I should probably say 48,000, because not 11 for closing costs. 48,000. And your cash on cash return is 14%. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. So where do we have to offer to make this thing a 20% cash on cash? Well, I think if we get it for 160 and offer it to our buyers for 165,000, we might be there. But I have to check, right? I'm not really sure yet. So down payment on 160,000, 33, right? So lower entry fee, that helps. Monthly payment is 878. So let's try the calculation again. Subtract 878, subtract 225 for taxes and insurance. Now we make $703 per month. Yearly, we make $8,439. Dividing our yearly profit by our total cost of acquiring the deal will result in our return on investment. So the total cost of entering now is $43,000. That's $10K for closing costs. So this puts my cash on cash at 19.6, letting me know that I could sell this for $4,000 at 164. So $164,000 is the highest my buyers will pay for this. Hopefully that made sense. I am now going to call the realtor, and my crystal ball tells me that the realtor will not respond. But that's the nature of the game. We just keep going. So hold on. Where did you even get this deal, Richard? Where did this come from? Is Zillow. Zillow. As I said before, these houses are literally just for sale on Zillow. So Lloyd B. Patterson, realtor. Here he is. Is his phone number there? No. Is his phone number here? Yes. Now, will Lloyd pick up the phone? Probably not, but we will try anyways. Here we go.
Please leave your message for 9.
Okay, but Lloyd, what if you answered the phone? We'll give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, bro. Just pick up your phone. How did you get into this in the first place? YouTube. Just Googling shit. Same way you're discovering me, I discovered others. I just read deeper into it. Come on, pick up the phone. Pick it up. Pick it up. Yes, I do. I do add the fee in there.
Please leave your message for 9.
So we'll send him a voice message. We already texted him yesterday. How about I skip trace the owner and say, hey, how do we get your realtor to respond? Should I try that? Chat, what do you think? Chat, you think I should, what do you think? You think I should skip trace the seller? Fastpeoplesearch.com him? I think I should. What would you say? Imagine you're the owner of a house and a buyer calls you and said, hey, I've been calling your realtor for days, no response. Are you guys trying to sell this thing? You'd probably fire your realtor and work with me directly. And I hope that's the case. So this guy's name is Keelan. Okay. I see a phone number right here. Let's go ahead and make sure that he's the actual owner of the property. It's probably owned by an LLC. I would imagine an LLC owns this. Oh, nope, that's him. That's him. It says Weber Enterprises LLC. So here he is. Why are you going through the realtor? Because that's the process I'm supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to do the right thing here, but realtors are just like, I guess I'll put it this way. Do not put a realtor in a bathtub without floaties. Oh my goodness. Okay, do we have one more phone number here? First reported power new singular. Well, I don't think I'm going to get a hold of the owner. All right. Well, we just follow up until we can get a hold of him. That's how it goes. Now, I'll briefly look to see if there's anything else on the market. So by the way, guys, I'm sharing my screen on this entire process. So I'm showing about 173 people are watching my screen share right now as I find these deals live. And after I do this process, I'm going to take questions. I'm also going to try to find myself my next fix and flip, which is the same process that you would go through if you were looking for a fix and flip to wholesale to a buyer like me. How did you get into wholesaling? Well, I was $45,000 in debt from drop shipping, which is a side hustle that I had tried prior. And I went on YouTube and I looked up side hustles. I looked up side hustles and I found out that real estate investors would give you checks like this. This is an $8,000 check. My cut was $3,000, but this is an $8,000 finder's fee. And all I did was identify a property that they might want to purchase. That's it. That's it. I'm not into title curative deals. I couldn't even, well, I know what they are, but I go on Zillow. I just go on Zillow. What's the hurdle of going on Zillow? Realtors don't answer the phone very often, but from time to time they do. So I'm going to see if I can find one more property here, ideally another multifamily. Let's see what we can find. One more property here, multifamily. I'm going to put in a little keyword of tenants here. And if you're curious what this is looking like on the back end here, guys, this is my screen share. I'm on Zillow right now. I'm showing the whole process. And then who's watching it? Look at this. Look how many people we got in the audience. We got 184 people in the audience watching. So I'm going to show them all how to do it. Y'all could participate if you wanted. So if you're like, you know what? He has provided sufficient evidence that I could do this. The link is in my bio. Okay, let's see what else I can find. So I'm going to look for a keyword filter named tenants. One of my students told me to do that. I wasn't even doing that until they told me to. We got all of this big multifamily here. This is all big multifamily, and big multifamily doesn't cash flow very well, like this guy right here. So this is doesn't tell me how much the tenants are paying. What about you? Multifamily, fourplex, 373. Doesn't tell me. Okay, so tenants are in place, but doesn't tell me what the tenants are paying. I could call and ask what the tenants are paying, but it would be a little bit easier for me to do my calculation first. I can also see that they're low equity. So this property presents an immense opportunity. We could take over their 3% interest rate mortgage, and that would be a $10,000 or $15,000 check. We do that all the time. Or we could offer them a lump sum because they have enough equity. So I'm going to call the realtor here, and we're going to do a little bit of discovery on this. I'm not sure what will happen. Hopefully they pick up the phone. Same process if you're outside the US. Second realtor to not pick up?
Thank you for calling Coldwell Banker Collins Maury. Our office hours are...
Okay, I think that's the company line. I'm going to call the realtor. So I never, ever want to talk to the company. Realtor Memphis. I always want to talk to the realtor. So here he is. Looks like a nice gentleman. Let's give him a call. You don't have to work with title. Bring my husband up. What's your husband's name? I'll do questions shortly.
Hello, you've reached Larry Helfman. Please leave a message. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hi, Larry. My name is Richard Taylor. I'm looking at your listing on Tutwiler Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. I've got a property down the road on Harbert Avenue. I'm looking at a 1031 right now. Need to put some proceeds into a new property. I'm not sure if this one's available. I'm also trying to get pre-approved on this, but my lender was curious what your tenants were paying. I saw that there were tenants in place. Anyways, I'm going to shoot you a text, and hopefully we can hop on a call about this soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Let me fund your deals? Absolutely. Shoot me a DM. Okay, so what am I going to do next? Well, this is a solid deal. This is low equity. I could take over the mortgage at 3%. I could probably give them as much as $40K to do that. That's an offer that they'd probably accept. But I could also probably make them an offer on a lump sum, assuming our cash on cash return is hitting 20%. Oh, good. My car got picked up. Look at that, guys. I got a flat tire. They picked it up though. They got the RS6 on the trailer. Very good news. Very good news. How do I call from Nigeria? There's a number of programs that you can use to do that. I do have a house that I flipped that was found for me by a guy in Nairobi, Kenya. So very possible. Can you buy my house? It's not on the market yet. What is your address? Potentially I can, unless you live in the middle of nowhere. Nothing I can do there. Okay. So I'm going to put this in my sheet, and guys, I'm kind of getting the bug. I kind of want to call. Is that okay? Can I just make a couple more calls? Let me just make like one or two more calls. I'm feeling like it's possible right now. I've had a rough day, high stress, and I just, for whatever reason, I think it's possible. Thank you for watching those streams. I appreciate that. Can I shoot you a DM? Absolutely. When are you buying the Lambo? Honestly, I'd only get an old Lambo. I don't love the image of Lamborghinis from the modern day, although they're good cars. Okay. Next is probably a 296 GTB. That's probably my next car. I like that. I like that a lot. Low equity and possible cash, 20% COC. So you put that in there. What's the chat saying? Y'all gonna let me make some calls? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Just a couple calls. 4-2 multifamily in Memphis. I can't imagine that cash flow as well. It's only a 4-2. I feel like it needs to be bigger than that. I'm also looking for these properties to be in good condition, guys. I just want to make sure they're not shit boxes. Yeah, you're looking nice. Great investment opportunity, desirable area. Perfect, completely renovated duplex. Do we have tenants in place? Well, I guess they're not really telling me the rental amounts here. Oh, $950 and $895, $1845 per month. Yikes. Kind of a low ball at $1845 per month. So if a house is listed for $190 and bringing in $1845, not my favorite. Let's scan Birmingham really quickly. Scanning Birmingham. What is this? Very interesting looking building. It doesn't tell me what the tenants are paying. The only piece of information I need, they don't tell me. You'd have to call and ask what the tenants are paying. That's what you'd have to do. So next, I'm going to look for a different type of deal, okay? Or take over my mortgage. Hold up, we might have another call. Texarkana. I've heard of that. I have a good idea where it is, too. Kind of in the name. Okay, so I just looked up your house. Cool. Okay, so this guy sent me his house. He wants me to take over his mortgage. So we just got sent a guy's property. I'm not sure if it's going to work for me. I need to zoom out and figure out where that is. Texarkana. It's a place. I wish it were slightly bigger, but it's not rural. Your equity, though, you've got too much equity, man. My offer wouldn't make sense to you. My offer wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to you. You've got a lot of equity in this property. So your house is worth almost $400,000 and you owe $210,000. So you've got about $190,000 of equity, and I could really only give you a 10% down payment. So I could take over your mortgage, but I don't think it'll make a lot of sense to you because we'd be looking at $40,000 down and then monthly payments if your property cash flows, which I don't think it does. Cash flow, actually, oh shit, your taxes, they're almost $500 a month, man. Yeah, my offer wouldn't make sense to you because whenever I run into a seller, so this guy who just posted his property in the chat, his house is worth $400,000. He owes $210,000. That means there's a $190,000 gap between what his house is worth and the property's mortgage. If I'm buying a house, if I'm doing a wholesale deal and I do it as a lump sum, we would need an offensively low discount to do that. So I prefer to use creative finance. Now, for a creative finance deal, I would be taking over your mortgage of $210,000. I'd be giving you $40,000 down and I'd be making you the payments for the rest. However, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You're leaving $190,000 on the table, which you could capture by listing it on market. And then if you're like, all right, I will do that deal. The only problem is the payments I could make you would have to be tiny, because I think your mortgage costs $1,700 a month and your house rents out for $2,500 a month. So we have very, very little room to make you additional monthly payments on top of your mortgage. Your best bet is a realtor. I am more suited to work with you about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago, you would owe what your property is worth, and then I could take over the debt. However, different scenario right now. Anyways, I'm going to pivot really quickly here. So I'm going to pivot. I'm looking for a flip for myself in Detroit. So I'm looking for a flip in Detroit, guys. I made an offer on a flip and they went with another offer. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Sadness and pain. So I want to find myself another flip in Detroit. I just showed you the criteria for finding a rental property. Y'all understand rental properties, right? It's all about, does this property perform better than the stock market? Stock market generates 10% cash on cash return. We're looking for 20% and a discount off of list price. Does that make sense? For a fix and flip, it's a little bit of a different story. You know what I mean? A fix and flip is all about, can I renovate this property and sell it for a profit? Let's go ahead and see if we can find one. So again, if you're like, Richard, you're talking right now, but I can't see your screen share. 200 people can see my screen share. 200 people can, and you could too. Click the link in my bio. Anyways, I'm going to look for a house in Detroit right now. I'm going to look for new multifamilies, and this will be the last thing I do. The last thing I do. Okay. So I won't do anything else beyond this except for take questions. I will simply answer your questions after this. Okay. We have hard money lenders for you in Illinois. Okay. So property type, multifamily, price. We'll go for 110,000 and below, and then we will price high to low. Let me look at newest. I like newest. 21 hours ago. Didn't I just walk this property? Yeah, I did just walk that property, and they're not really telling us the truth about the rent. This one, oh, that's too much of a job for me, guys. That's a big job. This one, it's not that great. Why do I not like that? Why did I turn that down? It's got a 2-1 unit and it's got a 1-1 unit. The 1-1 unit will rent for $700. The 2-1 unit will rent for $950 or $900. That means that you're bringing in a cumulative rent of maybe $1,650. $1,650 is probably, I'm not based in Michigan. I've never been to Michigan before, although I'm going there tonight. Okay, what else do we have? And this is the one that I wanted so badly, guys. I wanted this one. I offered them 65 and they didn't take it. Are you kidding me? They probably accepted one of my students' offers instead. What about this guy? I've never seen this before. 5'2", needs a new roof. Interior is gross. I mean, that's a possibility. It's a possibility, I think. I'm not seeing anything here, guys. I'm gonna be real. I don't see anything. What about you? Cherry Lawn Street? It's not terrible. Exposed pipe right there. You know, I don't know. I don't know. 49,000. It's not terrible. What does it need? What does it need? We'll look at it. So this has been here for 15 days. Maybe, I mean, shit, maybe I could do something. 15 days. Let's go ahead and see if we can see the roof. The street view is nice. I mean, it looks like it's in a good area. Roof is fully covered in vines. So the roof is just vined up. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just vines, right? Can I see the rest of it? Yeah. Roof is destroyed. Shingles are destroyed. Needs new siding. We've got at least $25,000 of work to do on the outside. Good news is those windows look newer. So $25K on the outside. Inside, oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hello? I did, but unfortunately I'm at work right now and I just can't be on my phone and pay that, but I absolutely will pay that when I'm off. I only have about two more hours and then I can get it done. All right. Thank you so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye. It's the tire people. Okay. So this is actually potential, I think. So this is a big rehab. That's a big rehab for sure. I want to say that we got 25 of exterior work, and I want to say that we probably have, I mean, that tree is not great. 25 exterior, probably another, oh man, I low-key think 40. My brain is telling me 40 on the interior. I'm going to do, I feel like 35. So 25 and 35, what is that, 60? I think this is a 60K rehab, guys. So 60K rehab. However, if I could get this for 30K, put in 60, I'm in it for 100 with fees, sell for 145, 45K profit at 30K. Let's give them a call. I feel like I could swing this thing if I got it at 30K.
Hello, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert. My name is Richard Taylor. I was looking at your property on Cherry Lawn Street. Is that one still available?
It is.
Could I
Actually, I'm sorry, Richard. We just accepted an offer. The buyer's got a few days inspection on him right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll probably give you a call back in a couple days, see if that went through.
Yeah, no worries. Are you by any chance looking to purchase this yourself, or are you looking to assign it to another buyer?
I have 11461 Sanford rehab in progress, 15820 Merland rehab in progress, and I'm closing on 16176 Tracy right now. I just got my offer declined on another duplex that I wanted to renovate myself, but I'm taking title on these. I do no inspection offers after my contractor walks. I can submit non-refundable EMD day one, and you can make it a non-assignable contract.
Sweet. Let's do it.
So
Call me in 3-4 days, brother.
do you
I'll
have
keep your number as well.
do you have anything else like this?
I come across these houses like this from time to time where they need a lot of work. That's basically what this house is. It's a
Yeah.
good spot, good brick house, but needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I do have a hard time finding the right people that are the right buyer for this. You know, my buyers are usually a little bit picky. Otherwise, I would have sold this house. You know, like when I reduced it to 49, I was telling the seller from the beginning, like 45, 50 grand, expecting that it's going to need. Now, this house, for example, needs a roof.
It's like a 60K
windows.
job.
Yeah, I called it 70 to be honest. You know, brickwork. It's just got a lot of that kind of stuff. So basically, roof, brickwork, and then you got the interior, the kitchen, the bathroom, the flooring, all the paint, the lighting. Maybe you got to rework the mechanicals a little bit because I think they were doing a grow in the basement in the past.
Oh,
So, you know, this is kind of that kind of stuff. So, anyways, if you'd like to get into this one and if you want me to keep in mind for other ones in the near future, you know, I can give you a call.
save my information. I'll save yours. Yeah, I guess just let me know whether or not that thing passes inspection. And if not, I'll go ahead and have my contractor in and see what we can do. I'm curious. Can I ask though, what did you guys end up accepting on it?
We got full price.
Oh, well, that's better than what I could do. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good.
What do you think you were going to be?
What?
What do you think you would have been?
Probably not there. I hate to say a number before my contractor walks. I get my contractor into the property first.
All right. No, I'm just saying if it needs 70 grand worth of work, you know, where do you need to be? 35 or something?
Well, when I sell these for about 145, I have a hedge fund that I just feed renovated properties to. I buy them and then fix them up for the fund. I was thinking that if I picked it up for 35 or 30, you know, I put in, I say 60 for now and give you the benefit of the doubt. But if I picked it up at 30, I'm in it for about 100,000 with fees, and then I could sell the property for about 145, 150 to that to those guys at a 20% cash on cash return. So yeah, probably around that price.
Let me ask you this: who's managing those properties for those guys afterward? Do you have a manager out here?
I think they have a manager. I don't know who they are though.
Okay, because we own a management company here in Detroit as well. In case that somehow helps with what you do with them. It doesn't sound like you're that connected to that part of their business.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, man.
No worries. Anyways, I'd love to send you guys properties, man, that works for that fund.
Yeah, yeah. I like duplexes, and if you have a single family with character, I'll flip it. I don't flip any boxes. I like it when it's like nice, pretty, you know, A-frame brick, something like that. So if you've got a pretty single family with a moderate rehab, I do up to a $60,000 job. Yeah, I'd take a peek at that.
Okay, perfect. I'll store your contact information.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Thank you so
Richard.
much. I'm going to save you to my contacts as well.
You got it. You said your name is Richard, right?
Richard Taylor. Yes.
Okay, Richard, you got it. Talk to you later.
How did you check ARV? I didn't check ARV. I do a lot of deals in Detroit, and I just sort of know what the ARV is for a property like this in good condition. Generally, they go on the MLS for 170. Investor price is closer to 145, 150 to hit a 20% cash on cash return. And BM, if you want to show me a deal, hop in my Discord and I'll take a peek. I'm going to be reviewing deals in Detroit. So if you guys have anything in Detroit, I'll send my contractor to check it out. I haven't been able to find something that makes sense to me in probably 3 weeks. So Let me go ahead and actually let me call my lender and just see where we're at, because I just want to see when we're closing. Yeah, he did want some management. Doesn't sound like he's available.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
I'll buy all over Detroit. One more call. Here's one more I just found.
Thank you for calling Berkshire.
No. I got one more here. It needs a new roof, and that's about it. So that's not bad. I've got one more here that I'm interested in. I will pick up a deal for $80K if it's minimal work. So Richard Williams is the realtor Detroit. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. Also, that was a good lesson in building a relationship. I feel like
Thank you for calling Berkshire.
Okay, how would you pick up the phone, Doug? That's not your direct number. Oh no, this is the guy who's impossible to reach. Oh no, you're the guy who literally would get so many deals done if you just put your phone number. Oh my God, is that your phone number, bro? No way. No way. Is that your phone number? Please tell me this is you. Kim, is that a multifamily? Multifamily and nice single family.
You've reached the mailbox of Richard Williams. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name.
Okay, I'm going to send this guy a voicemail. I just got photos of Claremont. I've actually texted this guy before. Looks like a 50K job. Probably a 50K plus rehab. Turnkey properties. Oh, this is way overpriced, guys. This house is massively distressed. Okay. All right, that's it. I'll take questions now. So let's work with the people we had scheduled. Chris 247. We're looking for a time to get my buyer into the property. Probably looking at Monday on that, huh?
He said that the top unit is available to be walked on Sunday at 12. I don't know if he can do that.
I'm sure they can. Let me find out.
And the bottom unit, I'll send you the pictures and everything on that.
Okay. All right. So we can't get into the bottom unit or what?
No, there's already an inspection report on it.
Okay. I'll Sunday at 12. Okay. Let's find out.
Yo.
Hey, I have an update on the duplex for 119 with tenants in place. Sunday at noon for a walkthrough. Unfortunately, only the top unit can be viewed, but we do have an inspection report on the bottom unit, and maybe you can get in there when you show up.
Yeah, can you just text me the point of contact for that? I can get my guy to walk it.
Yeah. Chris, is the point of contact the realtor on this? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I will text it to you.
Yep. Text the time over, and I can have my point of contact take care of that.
And then update on Memphis. How did that end up going?
It's hard on a 4-day weekend to get people to go to the bank and send a wire in. So it's a little pressed.
You sent a wire on the phone.
Yeah, I know. These guys do it a little bit differently.
Are they ancient?
Plus, they're wanting a little bit more due diligence. So I'm just talking with the team. I'm either going to lock it up, or I'm just going to tell the wholesaler she needs to get it extended until Tuesday. But either I will lock it up and I'll send in the earnest money, or we get the wholesaler to
it's refundable. We already tried to get the extension. They said no, but the EMD is refundable, so he is still within his due diligence period.
The only problem with the refundable portion, just to be clear, is that the seller could be a dick and not sign the release of the funds. And they got to take them to small. I know title holds it, but I talked with title. Title said, here's the issue. If the seller refuses to sign off, then you have to take them to court to get the money released, because they can do that if they felt like you wasted their time. So that's my point on the.
I'll just say I've never had an issue with that. You know, if title holds EMD and I am with inspection per my contract, and my contract says that EMD can be released during a certain period of time, and the seller's already signed that, I can't imagine the seller's
the real estate attorney. The real estate attorney that I work with said the seller still, even though it's black and white on the contract, seller still has to sign release in order for them to release it. And if they don't, then you got to take them to court. And even though you'll win in court, you still have to go through that process. So that's
headache. Yeah,
it's a headache. It's a bitch and a half. So anyway, that's where we're sitting at. You know, at the same time too, it's the hard part with these, Richard, just so you know, because this is a bigger deal. When we're pushing for information last minute that we still need to be collect, like, hey, there was some things that was missing. There was, you know, some documents that weren't there. We had to get on the last day. It's just hard to get these investors who really, they have a fuck you money. So $4,000 to them is not the issue. They're just Jewish about their money, as any smart investor is. They're not gonna push it. They're not gonna rush last minute to get something going, because they're like, fuck it, I'll just wait for the next deal. That's the unfortunate side of these last minute things. Hey, I got to get this in a day, otherwise we lose it. So I know we've had like a day and a half, 2 days on this one, but I'm still talking over a couple other clients that could buy it, and that's what I'm waiting on. And like I said, if they give me the go ahead, I'll wire the money over, and then we can push it off till next Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's what we're sitting at with that on the Memphis deal.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And the other issue too is like our guy that walked it. The only reason why I'm not saying fuck it, let's go, is because our guy hasn't been able to see all the units, and we're just now finding out like there's one that's having to be evicted, one's vacant, one has a friend of the owner living in the property, so there's like some turnover. So again, there's just some things that are kind of unanswered, and you know it's a great deal, and usually deals are great because there's something you're missing. So these are just, you know, kind of food for thought where we're at with it.
Okay.
But I'll let you know.
Well, I think we're right at the end of the day right now. So, you know, if you end up doing it, it doesn't have to be received by title. We just need a screenshot of the wire being
sent over.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would hope that they release it, but yeah, I guess I understand the position.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Again, I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's not from a lack of effort, because I definitely want the deal. It looks good on paper. Everything is checking out, but you and I know the devil's in the details, literally. Fucking things. So that's all. That's where I'm sitting at with it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Sunday at noon for walkthrough on Detroit Duplex. Do you guys? It's Memorial Day weekend, so I don't know if you guys.
My guy is Muslim, so I don't think he cares. Not that Muslims don't celebrate Memorial Day. Hell, that was horrible for me to say. You get what I mean, though. I'll find out. All right.
Dude, I'm live on TikTok. I'm gonna get banned for these comments.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I regret saying it.
All right. Well, yeah. Just I'll text you a time and see if you can get him in.
Okay, thanks, buddy. See you later.
He lives in Florida. Now you understand my shit with Florida, right? I live in Portland, Oregon, perhaps the most progressive city in the entire world. I don't think there's a more progressive city in the entire world, but I don't support those comments at all. And I'm sorry that if those offended you, and I wish that he hadn't have said those things. So I'll text him a time. Can I get a contact for Chris 247? Can I get an individual who is okay with the walkthrough, just like somebody we can text to schedule that? Hey, what's going on?
You could sell it possibly after I'm done fixing it up, and I'd love to pay you
Can you hop on stage really quickly, because I'm in the middle of something right now, but I can I can look at it right after.
Yeah. I'll hop on.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. That was not I didn't like that. That wasn't something I condone. I don't want that to happen. Either of those comments are not okay. So Let me get Chris 247. I see that you're muted. Let me unmute. And then your deal, is it Monica Street? Is that it? Is it
Yes.
Monica? Okay, so Monica Street, and is the agent the point of contact for the walkthrough?
Yes. But does he need to be there for the walk? He was asking me.
Oh,
Wait, Monica Street?
different one, Chris.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I have some information on that if it's the same one.
It's a turnkey duplex.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
turnkey.
I just didn't want. I actually was gonna say, like, I didn't want you guys to walk into a pothole with that one, but never mind.
And then, did you call Anthony Vitale or probably Vitale?
Yeah. Well, I told him he from the get-go told me he doesn't work with wholesalers, so he doesn't know I'm a wholesaler.
Well, I think we can get this done. He apologized. He said he was sorry. Okay, he said he was sorry. Can't hear? Oh shit! I'm gonna restart this Instagram. Sorry about that. Always problem with Instagram's audio. I'm gonna Okay. All right. Well, we have that scheduled. I think it's. You said top unit can be walked. We have inspection for bottom unit. Is that correct?
Yeah, for bottom unit and the basement.
Can you send me the inspection for the bottom unit so I can send it over to him?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
And then what's our timeline on this deal? How much more time do we have?
The EMD was extended for Tuesday and the inspection period till Friday.
Okay, good. It is Memorial Day, so we're gonna try to get them in, and if everything looks good, they'll go ahead and submit EMD on it. Okay.
Okay, and I'll send you everything else. Also, Mira asked for it, so I'm gonna send it to her as well.
Good. Yeah, go ahead and send that to me. I'll keep you on stage until then. Chris briefly needs help with something. Chris, you want to say it out loud, or you want to DM it to me?
Yeah, I texted it to you. It's a duplex that a student found. I know your space is in the flipping multifamily arena, so I don't know. I wanted to see your opinion on it. Student can get it for. Let's see here. You can get it for 51.
Exterior rehab.
Yeah, the interior doesn't seem too bad.
Interiors.
But I'm curious to see what you think it could sell for.
Interior probably needs like 10.
Okay.
Windows are wooden, but look to be in good condition. Good condition wooden windows. Yeah, I think your interior could use 15 maybe. And I think your exterior, new roof, new shingles, paint.
30 total?
12 more. 12.
Okay.
12 for roof, 7 for shingles. I see your windows from the outside. You're going to need that. Another 6 for windows. So 13 plus 12, 25, 15 on the interior, 40. I think 40 is a good rehab estimate for this. My buyers typically pick this stuff up. It's smaller, so you're probably looking at about 135, 140 on the sale, because it's as a smaller duplex, you'll probably get about 950 per side, and the cash on cash return hits 20 at about 137, 135 on that, maybe even 140. But definitely send the contractor in. Say you pick it up at 53, give the guy a small fee. There's not much meat on the bone. You put in 40,000. You're in it for another maybe 9 with closing costs. You're in it for 102, and you could probably sell this for at least 135, if not 140. So I guess I'd love 45K to make 40, but yeah, send your contractor in. But I do think rehab is going to be 40, understanding that a pothole that I stepped in is, even if the roof is okay, it needs to be good. It needs to be really good.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Probably only 3
Worth
years
it?
old. To send the contractor, yes, but if rehab is above 40, I'd be a little bit nervous. And I think I think that I'll do one more thing on this really quick. Hold on.
Yeah, if you could check it just to see what the cash on cash would be for the rents in that area. I hate to take up your time, but
No,
I just want to make sure it's worth it to have the contractor walk.
So let's look at some comps in this area really quick. I'm gonna draw.
I would love to pay you an assignment fee if you sold this for me after renovation.
Yeah, I'm happy to sell these. So we're looking at 14. Okay, so I just want to see rent for approximately a 950 square foot, or no, not 950, 800 square foot unit or so. So here's a
Okay.
unit for 1,000, 800 square feet for 1,000. Yeah, so you probably get 2,000 rent, maybe 1,900 rent. There's another unit. Yeah, there's another unit for 1,000 too. So yeah, I think it'll rent for anywhere between
Not bad.
900 to 1,000, which probably commands a sale price of 135 to 140. And if we look at comps in the area for more,
Would no be large or extra large pajama?
Extra.
if we look at comps in the area for multifamily, pricing them high to low over the past 12 months, let's see what.
Okay, so I could probably walk away with like 30-ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. Your comps are not good.
What's going on with comps?
Comps are low. Yeah, I would aim to sell this for 130 actually.
Okay.
130. I would get it lower than that. Does he have it at 51?
He has a verbal at 51, but I think that if I maybe got them on the phone and talked to them, I could probably get them down to maybe 40.
So the process would be get the contractor in, submit an offer, no inspection, non-refundable EMD, close very quickly. And then after you have amazing terms, hit them with 140, 145 maybe. That's going to help you.
And I'm curious. I actually had somebody ask about a fast close this morning. How fast are you able to close with your lenders?
My lender is not that quick, man. He's still taking about a month to close.
Okay, because I was going to say 30 days to be safe, but I like to add in the, well, maybe if things speed up with the lender and the blah, blah, blah. But okay, well, I appreciate it. I'll get my contractor to walk that one, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
All right. See ya. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right. Chris 247. Let's see if you sent me that inspection. Didn't get it. Can you DM me the inspection, Chris?
Yeah, I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on the agent to send it to me. I just confirmed with him on Sunday at 12, but just waiting for him to send it to me.
God, what's going on in the comments? Is there a battle going on in the comments right now? Guys, come on, calm down. Just don't respond. Just don't say anything else. It's okay. Just calm down. I get it, high tensions, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? Chris, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. You can or can't?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the agent to send it to me. He's not responding, but
okay.
I already let him know about that and to let his tenant know about 12 on Sunday.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep you up here until that point. Okay.
Okay, I'll let you know when I send it.
All right. Devin, we had something important to talk about, didn't we? I remember you showed me something. Was it the
the fiveplex in Cleveland?
Fiveplex in Cleveland. Yeah.
Yeah, for 220.
Was I just bringing you up here to see if he had seen it?
Yeah, I sent you the inspection report, and he was gonna give you word back.
Did you send me this? Oh.
Yeah, I emailed it to you because it was too big of a file to send on DMs.
Okay. Let me give him a call back here. Hopefully he doesn't say any profanities.
Hey, Richard, what's up?
Hey, what did you think about the house on Harvey, the 5-unit with the really solid cash on cash and an inspection report attached?
I love that, and I'm just waiting on 2 of our buyers to get back to us on that. When's the earnest money due for that one?
I don't know. Let me ask. When's EMD doing this, Devin?
So contract, it depends because we're not doing an inspection with an inspection report. So just whenever they're able to submit it. So she's signing contract right now and wholesale disclosure. So probably like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday or so.
Okay, that's plenty of time. So just so you know, like the issue is like my one of my buyers, just give you some update. He's like, I think I told you, he has $75 million worth of properties under contract, and he's the one that's probably going to take the Memphis one, and I believe he's also going to take the Ohio one. Today's Friday. Everyone's going home with their families. It's a 4-day weekend. But he will be active tomorrow looking at these deals. So I just wasn't able to get a for sure answer on him. The Memphis one, but the Ohio one, I'm pretty sure he's going to take as well.
Okay,
they have
good.
deals in Ohio. So
Good.
it'll be an easy layup there. And right now, I'm actually just talking with the wholesaler for the Memphis one, trying to get an extension on the earnest money for this Memphis deal. So the Ohio one, the 5-plex, everything checks out. We're just waiting for feedback from our investor to see if that's something that they really like it and go from there.
I glanced at the inspection report. It looks like small, minor things. I mean, it's a 100-year-old property, so nothing's perfect, but it looks like it's been recently renovated and is in good condition. What do you think about it?
Didn't they say that they had VAs, military guys living in that property?
Yes.
That's what I like the most, because generally, just so you know, the VA will pay on most times 100% of the rents in the area, whereas Section 8, usually you're getting 80 to 90.
They're disabled
Most
veterans
times.
too, which increases that even further.
Correct. Usually they get a lot more. So I think that is a much better clientele for a deal like that, which is why we're confident we'll be able to pick it up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll keep following up on that one, and we'll reconvene later. I'm sure I'll call you again during the stream with another deal, though.
Cool. All right. I'll talk to you soon, then.
All right. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dude, these are some crazy comments on TikTok. How is it that TikTok bans me for literally anything and everything, but you're out here commenting that stuff and you still have your account? Like, I don't care. Go ahead and comment all that, but like, goddamn. Bro's posting the craziest shit I've ever seen on TikTok. And yeah. Anyways, Devin, sounds like they like your deal, man.
Solid. So that should be gold for 235 then?
Yes, I think your price is good. We're just waiting on feedback from the buyer, but the buyer's representative liked it, so that's really good.
Okay. So did you send him the inspection report yet, or is that still just chilling? Do you know?
I sent him the inspection report. This is the inspection for Harvey, right?
Yeah. The brick 5-unit. So 2 of them are 2 beds, 1 bath, and then 3 of them are 1 bed, 1 bath. So they get a little mixture, which is nice.
Yeah. No, it does. The inspection doesn't look terrible. I mean, every home is going to have shit, just stuff going on. You can't get a house inspected and just it's perfect. Everything else, there's always something, but
especially with tenants in place too.
Yeah, this is good, man. This is really good, really good. Oh, my tire people are calling me, guys. I gotta take this, but you're all good, Devin.
Yeah, it should be good. I'll wait till your call.
They actually hung up. Oh, they called again and then hung up again. Why are they doing this? Oh shit, I'm going to Detroit. On Monday, remind me to talk to Devin about Cleveland 5-unit.
Okay, I added it.
So I got 2 deals approved or accepted in Connecticut, but I think I'm going to wholesale them to this other guy who's just wanting me to find him some deals. But if any of those don't fall or don't go through, do you want me to send them your way if they make sense? Or
I'm sorry, I was responding to the text from the tire people. Can you say that one more time, please?
I have a guy that's having me lock up some deals in Connecticut, and so I locked up 2 today. And so if he ends up not choosing one of them, do you want me to run them by you to see if you want them to wholesale?
Yeah, absolutely. Check them out.
Okay. So we'll do. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you.
See ya, bye. Probably gonna reach out to you. I'm not gonna be on the live stream on Monday because I have I have a wedding in Michigan, and then I'm going to Detroit after that just to look at some houses. But yes, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Bye-bye. We already talked to Chris. I'm just waiting for you to get a response from the agent, so we know that. Matt wanted to be brought up. What's going on, Matt? How you doing? Mr. Matt Lube? Matt, can you hear me? All right, no worries. Walt, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rich? Two things. So, Robin, to my camera. So, I texted you yesterday. Robin, he's starting college this fall, and one of his goals is to get a deal on his own. And so he's going after cash deals. He's looking at a bunch. Some of them need a little bit of repair, but he's not. I don't know where he's at. But he wants to know what's more important because obviously you want the cash flow, but if the discount doesn't even need to be that much for it to cash flow, does that matter to investors?
The discount is important, yes, because as you know, I mean, they could just go get it themselves. You may have a deal that works at list price, but the value that we provide is not only sourcing good deals, but also sourcing discounted properties such that we have it at a price where they're like, wow, I probably have to make a number of calls to get that myself.
Of course. I sent two properties to your DMs, but if you could just take a look at one of them, this Church Street one. I spoke with the agent about it earlier, made some good rapport with him. And I was wondering what I need to get it for it to be a deal, cash-wise.
Something has changed since you've been wholesaling. Ohio now requires a disclosure to be signed to wholesale there. And you can do it, but you need to be upfront with them and say, hey, we're going to pass this off to a buyer who's ready to pick this thing up. But in order for me to do that, I'd need your seller to sign the disclosure. So I'm not sure if you're okay working with me. We still do deals in Ohio. The last deal we just looked at was in Cleveland, but bro got the disclosure signed. My feedback on this duplex is it looks to be okay. However, cash deals have been falling through an inspection left and right. So I like them to be slightly higher price point. So I know that this thing looks turnkey, and for creative finance, it is what we'd consider turnkey. But for a buyer who gets a DSCR loan, they are looking for probably a slightly higher, more expensive property at a bit of a discount. I know your cash on cash must be insane at this price point, but I would say that you should get these things at a higher price point at a discount because chances are, man, this would fall through an inspection unless you got a creative finance offer. So you could do what you used to do. And you could say, hey, man, I'll give you $100,000 as long as we can do seller financing on this. And I'd probably give them as much as $12K down on that.
Awesome. Well, as far as cash, what should I offer on this one if I were to go that way? If they reject seller finance?
Well, understanding that we need to get the wholesale disclosure signed and seeing the days on market of 161 days, I'd offer $50K because for 161 days, AKA 5 months, people have said no to this, and look at that awesome price point it's at. So there's definitely something going on.
Which price point should we be looking in for cash deals?
Well, let me see if I can find you something. So I'm going to check out Indianapolis because we never check out Indianapolis. I'm going to look at Indiana. 200,000 and below is your answer, but 200,000 and below is a good place to be at. We're going to look at multifamily. I'm going to price these high to low, and I'm going to go a little bit cheaper than this. So let's go to page 3, see what we can find here. Starting to get cheaper. Okay, I'm wanting a little cheaper because my cash on cash will be pretty low in these price ranges. So what is this? Okay, this thing looks really nice and turnkey. It's listed for $210,000. Great. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it needs anything. I can't see anything wrong with it. It's only been there for 25 days. Freshly renovated. All units are fully occupied with tenants in good standing. Let me take a brief moment to call them and ask what the tenants are paying and figure out where I need to be on this. While I'm calling, I'm going to put the address into PropStream as we typically do.
Hi, you've reached Ryan Rominger with Intrigue Realty Group, and
I'm going to double dial, hoping that bro decides to pick up the phone. Friday, Memorial Day, definitely a bit of a challenge. Let's try one more time.
Hey, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Buyer, Perkins Ave.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Somebody says I'm talking to myself. Gosh, I hope not. Bro didn't pick up the phone. Instagram, your live streams just don't work. I don't think there's any audio. I'm gonna end that. There's no point. Instagram. Gosh, Instagram's live stream platform is just terrible. Somebody says would love some feedback. Richard, when you have time, can you check out the edits on my page? Not right now, man. I'm working with my community right now. But well, I'll tell you why I like this. What could be good about this? So I pulled it up on PropStream to see what we could do in terms of seller financing. Looks like it would be a hybrid. It occurs to me that a property like this could be rented out for $2,000 per month, maybe. But I'm going to look a little closer to find out if that's the case. However, if it's occupied at $2,000 a month, I'd need a pretty heavy discount on this, probably $50,000 off of list price, if not more. So I'm gonna look into this and see what we might be getting. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm going to go to for rent, and I'm gonna measure the property. It doesn't tell me square footage, but PropStream tells me 1675. Unfortunately, 830 or so square feet per unit. Not very big on the units, but let's go ahead and do for sale, do for rent. Oof. Oh, that's a shitty one right there. What else is there? 1,400. Is that a unit? No, that's a house. Is that a unit? That is a unit. Okay. So it could be going for as much as $1,100, $1,200. So maybe 2,400. But this is the calculation you'd use. Rent multiplied by 0.8 minus PITI times 12 divided by total cost of entry. So you're making two offers. You're making a cash offer and a creative finance offer. And then Kim, what's your username? You were the person who wanted me to bring up your husband. Is that right? But Walt, this is your equation. And you're looking for 20% cash on cash. We now use 10K for closing, up from our previous 5K. And we use a 7% interest rate, and we always make two offers. So there are some notes for you, Walt. And just remember that Ohio now requires a disclosure. I have a deal closing in Ohio next week for $13,000. It's doable, but your approach is kind of like, hey, I've got a buyer who wants to pick this thing up. I'm not your end buyer, though. I'm pushing it to him. Is that something you're interested in? If so, I'd have you sign this disclosure and we can get it done.
How was it going up from 5 to 10? What changed there?
I'm sorry, the tire people are calling me. I had a pop tire, but I was
No, you're all
wrong.
good.
I was wrong, and it was misinformation by me. That's nothing changed. I was just wrong because I did never buy a house with a DSCR loan. Hello? I'm in the middle of something for the next hour or so. Is it okay if you guys call me back in about an hour?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll also come.
4 tires.
Are they bald or something?
Yeah, 3 of the 3 remaining are down to 3s and 4s, and so you could just put 1 new tire.
Understood. Let's get all new tires. I'm okay with that.
Okay, if they're Eagle F180 metric 6s, they're a performance summer tire. They would be here Tuesday, and then we can install them Tuesday afternoon.
That's perfect. I'm going out of town. I do have somebody who could come pick it up if need be. But I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'll order those, and we're all good.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Was that call audible? It wasn't supposed to be audible. Yeah, I did get, but you know, I guess it's not great to have one tire with traction and the other tire is bald. Yeah, there have been a couple. Yeah. A couple pulls have been done in that car. Anyways,
Yes.
Any other questions? You want me to find you one that I would consider really good?
Sure. No, I was asking about the interest rate. Has it gone back down to 7? Like, wasn't it like 7.25, 7.5?
Yeah, they did go down, and interest rates are considered to be at 6.25 right now, but on low price point investment properties, probably looking at closer to 7.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'll find you one. So Indianapolis. We were looking at Indianapolis, and so one thing that they love is tenants in place. Not that they're opposed to properties that don't have tenants in place. It's just nice. I'm going to set a max price point of 300 because I think that for multifamily above 300, cash flow becomes really, really hard to come by. I'm clicking on this because it says it's a 7. However, looking at it, it needs a new roof. That would fail inspection. I could only offer creative finance on that. So the biggest thing that we need here is this thing's got to be turnkey, man. There's got to be turnkey. So I want to find one that says tenants in place. Tenants. And we can get rid of this. And let's write tenants. Apply. This can help you find stellar deals, man. Stellar deals. Look for condition first and foremost. New roof. Nope. What about you? I don't feel good about it. That gutter looks bad. But interior, it's nearly there. It's close. It's not. Well, if you look closely, guys, just look closely here. Just look closely at the floors. You can see that this is lived in. It's not terrible, but I would say that it probably needs 5K. Oh, what the hell is this backroom ass toilet? Okay, something that you may not be aware of. If you don't have any caulking right there, it won't pass the inspection. It will need that needs to be sealed. Yeah, what is this? What is that? Yeah, no, that's not turnkey, guys. Come on, that's not turnkey. This is sloppy as hell. So creative finance all day long. What's my pitch to this guy? Hey, I'd love to pick this thing up, but my lender, and really almost all lenders for long-term investments, I mean, they're going to require some of this stuff be fixed. So I would love for your seller to be my lender. I could give them more than they're looking for in a short-term arrangement of payments, and I'll pay your commission up front. And they're like, we don't want to do that. And I'm like, I know, and I don't want to do that either. But like the condition of this property is such that things need to be repaired prior to funding. And if they're like, well, I don't think that's the case. You should see what happened when I tried to sell my duplex that needed work. So inspection, Tacoma. Wonder if I can find you this. Look at this. Yeah, check this out. So I had an inspection done for my fix and flip that I was looking to get completed. The appraiser comes back and says, in order for us to close, you need to install/repair gutters and downspouts, remove debris on the sides of the dwelling. They would not fund the deal because we needed to remove debris. Kind of insane. So when I look at a house like this, I'm like, you know what? And I'm bringing up Michael Carter. Is there a Michael Carter? We're going to need some repairs. I'm not seeing anybody named Michael Carter. Michael Carter goes by a different username. He goes likely by a different username. Michael Carter? Is that him? Invite to speak? Well, there's a Michael. Yeah. So I think that that's an important note. If a property's in bad shape, you're not getting lending on it. And that could literally be the smallest thing, but I'm going to see if I can find you something good. So this is
some of your content on flips you're doing. When the costs to for the renovations, exceed what you thought, something comes up later, how does that get covered? Does like the lender cover that?
No, I have had to pay it out of pocket, and I've learned the hard way. And I think that you need to ask for 10K more in rehab than you're expecting.
Wow.
Yeah. So if the rehab is 30, ask for 40, maybe even 45, just to be safe on your first one.
And how does it work with paying back the lender? Like with the profits, once you've done that, do you like split it 50-50? How does that work?
I'm sorry, say that again.
So once you completed a project and, it's about to be sold, to the new buyer, to the, how does that work with the repaying the lender? Are they repaid all at once? Are they paid over time? How does that work?
The lender charges 15% interest only. It gets put onto the back end of the loan. In my experience, that's only about $2,000 to $3,000 over a 3-month period of time if your loan is about $100K or less.
It's awesome.
And then Monkey Dog says, I'm an appraiser. That's not an appraisal issue. That's a lender issue. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll accept that. But either or, my point is it won't fund unless it's in good condition, unless it's a fix and flip. So yeah, you know, Kim, I just invited Michael Carter up here so we can talk to him, but, just ask for more than you think you need on the rehab. The lender is repaid, not in monthly payments, but on the back end of the loan. So you don't pay them monthly, for at least for my lender. It gets put on the back end, and then when you pay them off, it just pays off the entire loan. They get their profit. You're done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at here? Is this for self-finance or cash or both?
This is probably for cash. This looks really good. That's a new roof. The siding looks good. The windows look good. The interior looks immaculate to me, and it's occupied at over $3,000 per month. Section 8. So this is where it's occupied at, $29.93, which is really, really good. You also have an asking price here of, well, I should probably put this into prop stream and see what they owe first, because I might be making 2 offers. Probably just 1 offer on that, or a hybrid, but really, really good rent there. So 278,900. Okay. Hypothetically, let's say I got this for 230, 240. Hypothetically, I get it for 240. Could I sell this for 246 and make $6,000 on that? Well, my down payment is going to be 50 or 40, 49,500 or something. 49.2. Yes, my down payment is 49.2. I have a you know, I guess I'd use 7 on this, but I feel like it could be less. I'm going to use 1270 as the PITI because I think it'll be less than 7. 1270. Taxes and insurance for Indianapolis are looking like 233. Let's call it 350. 350. Double checking that on prop stream. Oh, yep. Good thing I double checked. 3802. Yeah, more than that. So taxes and insurance are probably closer to like 425. So that's your monthly payment. You're bringing in just about 3,000. I'm going to take off 15% from my 3,000, and I'm going to subtract my monthly payment of 1,695. So this won't hit a 20% cash on cash. We'll be below that. Multiply this figure by 12. This is how much you're making per year. Divide that by total cost of entry. Total cost of entry will be about 59.2. That puts you at, okay, pretty close, pretty close. My offer on this property to hit a 20% cash on cash return would probably be about 230. I'd probably offer them 230,000. I'll give them a call and they'll yell at me, but let's see.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Buyer for Elder Ave. I don't think anybody's going to pick up, but we'll try.
Hi, this is Cody.
Hey, Cody. My name is Richard Taylor. I'm interested in the listing you have on Elder. Is that still available?
Yeah.
I saw it looks immaculate, and you've got crazy high rent in the property, but I saw the days on market. Have any buyers found anything weird going on with the property, or is there something going on? I'd hate to waste your time and send my inspector out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks really good in the picture. There are tenants in there.
Sure.
So, you know, and things aren't going to be as squeaky clean as they were in those photos. The buyer, when they went in and, you know, just did some makeup stuff on it.
Got it.
Replaced the stuff out of flooring and whatnot, and then took pictures. So, you know, to be completely honest with you, I've not stepped foot inside the property. I'm listing this for a capital firm in New York. So they just kind of gave me a handful of them and gave me pictures and I put them up. So it's hard for me to speak too much on it.
I typically buy these things at a 20% cash on cash return. I've got another one a bit south of here. I'd love to pick this one up as well, but I always like to ask if you even think my offer is worth presenting. I hit 20% at 230, which is pretty far below list price. So I don't know if that's worth presenting. If not, no worries. You know, we'll just move on.
Are you saying you want to do like a seller financing type of deal?
No, 230 DSCR loan.
Oh, 230. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't say he's going to jump on that.
Yeah,
immediately
it's
and
far
want
below
to say,
list.
yeah, I've had some other people kick around a similar offer.
Yeah, just about the cash on
somebody right
cash
now.
return. I guess my
Yeah.
mortgage, if I buy it at 278, is like 2,100 or so, and then if I take my 20% off the rent for expenses, it's like bringing in 2,600, and I'm paying 21.
I got you. No, I get it. I totally get it.
So I mean, I'd love to write something up and send it over. I'm not sure if that's something that even put eyes on, but the house looks like it's in great shape. I wouldn't see a reason why this wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't ask any repairs of your firm either.
I mean, if you want to write something, is it going to be an official offer? Are you an agent or
No,
are you?
no.
I'm
I'm a small investor in the Midwest. I own in like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, Detroit, those sort of areas.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you want to write something up, I can send it as long as it's somewhat conventional financing and asking for any seller concession or seller balloon payments, all that.
Sure. Yeah, we're just looking at a DSCR loan here. I mean, very few entertain seller financing, so I'm just trying to see if I can get a lower offer accepted.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you like almost with certainty he's not going to accept 230. So if that's your max, I mean, I don't know, it's probably not worth your time to write all that up.
Well, I was just going to send you my terms and see if we should do, maybe we do a verbal rather than write it up. You want to, I'll send you my proof of funds. I'll send you my portfolio, and you want to see if we can at least let them know of it. And if they're like, you know what, I'd counter that. I'd hear their counter.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to send me your portfolio and everything. It's fine. I trust you. I mean, they're a capital firm. They've got like over 500 doors.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, but, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm caught up on the price. I just know he's going to turn that down. I've got somebody else writing up a similar offer, but I'm still doing the same thing and saying, hey, if you want to write it, go ahead and I'll present it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll text you my information. If you have anything else like this, I buy it 20% cash on cash return all day long. So, $200,000 properties, 150. Usually we don't have to offer as far below list price here. But yeah, I'll shoot you my information. And if you want to send it over to them, go ahead and I'll be here. There's no expiration on that.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to write down a couple of, I've got two others from that. Same.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Company. If you want to write those down, I mean, yeah,
I can tell you right now. Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, I can tell you right now whether or not they'd be a go for me. Are they occupied or vacant?
They're both occupied.
Perfect. Excellent. What are we looking at?
Both duplexes. There's 1644 East 58th Street.
Checking. Let's go through this one really quickly. Okay, 350 needs a roof. I think my lender would have us fix the roof before we closed on this. I mean, in same firm.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, if I have to put on a roof, I prefer to seller finance. I don't think they do that though.
Okay.
I mean, well, I guess that's a bit of a question. Should we present seller finance or no?
No, he won't do anything. They just won't.
Okay. Yeah, what's the next one?
346 North Summit.
350 again. Roof looks good. Interior looks good. Okay.
Yeah, that one's the exterior. I've been told from the feedback that it definitely needs a little work, and it's not perfect. That's the feedback I'm getting from people, but so I don't want to tell you some golden goose egg there or something, but I'm just saying, hey, if they're out there, so if one of them makes sense and you want to bundle them together or something like that,
what's occupancy?
Get you closer to your place.
Oh, it's generating the same. Oh, it's generating the same amount that the other one is. Yeah, I'd be my mortgage on 350. I mean, let's just take a peek. If I pick it up at 350,000, 70,000 down, I'm paying 8.
No, you mean if you're doing DSCR, you're going to need a lot lower, but
yeah, because I've got 600. Yeah. Okay, so here's the issue with this one. I mean, if I'm bringing in $3,000 a month and I have any margin of expenses, generally speaking, 20%, I'm bringing in 2,400, but I'm paying 2,450, which usually is a great justification for seller finance. Because here you are with a property that can only be sold to an investor, but any sort of investor that tries to apply for this is going to get turned down by the lender, given that they're paying more than the property brings in after expenses. So they wouldn't want to take seller financing. But I suppose if you went to them and said, hey, who's our target buyer here? They're going to say it's an investor. And we're going to say, well, wait a second, an investor pays exactly what we're bringing in. So we either need to lower the price, which in that case, I'd be interested, but it is pretty far below list, or we could offer them seller financing. So I know that they don't want to do it, but I guess my question would be, how would this one move without it?
You would have to just have a conventional loan. Maybe somebody wants to live in one side, maybe somebody pays cash.
You say we had tenants in place on this one?
The target. Yeah,
So they'd have to vacate the property, and then we might have somebody who wants to house hack.
potentially. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think both those leases are up in the next, like, I think 60 days for the both of them.
Got it.
So, or no, that's Elder's not. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I don't have my computer in front of me.
No worries. No worries.
But
well, I'll tell you what. I'm much closer on the first one that we put eyes on, and
sure.
Yeah, that's that one. Obviously, you have another list offer there. I think I could probably hit you with like, 233 or something like that.
Yeah, well, all I can do is present it.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
I'll be happy to take a look and forward over my client. It takes some time to get replies, especially over weekends. So,
Of course, holiday weekend.
Back.
I'll send over my offer plus closing costs and proof of funds, and let me know if they bite.
All right, sounds great. Thank you.
Thanks. Talk soon. Bye-bye. I don't think I'm going to get that, guys, but that's exactly how it's done. That's exactly how we communicate with these people, guys. Do you see how wholesale never came up? Wholesale this, wholesale that, right? That never, ever once came up. Buyer this, buyer that. I just love agents like that. I just love agents like that. That's just exactly what we're talking about. What's wholesale? Put me on. This is an $8,000 check I received the other day. I got it May 12th. It's for finding somebody a house on Zillow. Just a finder's fee. But yeah, I mean, I feel really good about that call, not because of how it went and whether or not I'm going to get the deal done, but just the communication process, letting you know that it doesn't have to be embarrassing or like, a really scary situation. You just talk them through the numbers. Wait a second, bro. If I buy this at your asking price, my mortgage payment is your income. What are you going to say to that? Well, we're going to have somebody house hack. But don't you have tenants in place? And he did have a valid response. The leases end in 60 days. Maybe they choose not to renew. But that's how you transition into seller finance, guys. You transition into seller finance by saying, I would be a candidate to buy this normally, but there's no money in it. I'm breaking even every single month. And keep in mind, me buying a house on an investment loan that breaks even or loses money, it's not whether I want to. The lender is just flat out, nope. No, I don't only buy tenanted properties. No, we'll do other ones too. But anyways, Walt, you understand? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
I didn't realize my background was picking up. Do let me know if it does. Real quick. So I've heard you say it before where on the first call, just build rapport and talk about the property and all that. Do you think it might be worth just making the offer, off the bat and just moving on if they reject it?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I did on this one. I asked him if he thought it was worth presenting 230,000. I think you should make the offer off the bat.
Awesome. And then one last thing. Would you happen to have proof of funds you could send me?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. It's like almost 300,000.
Oh, bet. Awesome. I appreciate you, Rich. Have a good one.
Absolutely. I'm going to say 230,000 plus, I'll say 233. DSCR loan closed in 30 days, 5 business day inspection, EMD post inspection, and I'll say, I don't know, 3K non-refundable EMD post inspection. And then we'll also go ahead and throw in buyer name GT Properties Group. And then I'll go ahead and throw him a quick proof of funds statement here, and then I'll take some more questions. I'm going to save the agent to my contacts as his name, or not his name, I'm sorry. Rather than his name, I always save it as the, I always save it as the street. And then he wanted some POF. We'll get him that really quickly here. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay. And then I did get a text back from one agent here. Hey, Richard, sorry, had to get out of the air this week, but I was out of pocket for a little bit. Just wanted to, I just think the two main issues is that they have is one, not being able to vet the buyer and thinking. Okay, this is the one where I asked him if I could wholesale it, and he says yes. Okay, all right. This person wants me to make an offer on his house. Nimbo Way, was that you? This a realtor? No, I'm not a realtor. Want to make an offer on my place? Yeah, Nimbo Way. Do you have an address for me? If you have an address for me, I'll go ahead and check that out. Anyways, let's keep moving. Whoa. So Chris 247, just waiting for inspection, but probably haven't heard back from agent. Chris, we'll bring you up later. We're just gonna wait. On Monday, remind me to text Chris 247 about the inspection report.
Okay, I added text Chris 247 about the inspection report.
Guys, all the people who are. Hello?
Hey, the property that you have for 12 p.m. duplex Sunday for us to walk, I need to get it moved to 1 p.m. He's doing brunch with his family, so he won't be done till 12:30.
Sure. I will tell the guy to let them know.
Perfect. Yeah, just shoot me a text if that's confirmed. That gets going.
Absolutely, we'll do.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Chris 247, 1 p.m. One walkthrough moved to 1 p.m. Please confirm.
If he had just confirmed with me, 12 was good, but let me let him know.
Okay, we just say hey, our guys got brunch with the family. Sorry.
You got it.
All right. Agent is waiting my message. What's that, Sue?
Hey, so I need help seeing if, because I called Joseph. I know that he was talking to you recently. I didn't hear that. But Joseph is set on asking him either to extend to Monday to Tuesday. He said that we could get the EMD by Tuesday, but the agent has been like super strict on that. Could you help me write something to see if they could extend? I really don't
Honestly,
know
the
how
only
to
thing
say,
we can
how
do
to tell him.
I'd write this. You can cancel and go back on market and restart the process. But the truth of the matter is we are entering into a holiday weekend and naturally running behind schedule. Your client has accepted this offer and we went to view the properties but weren't able to get into all of them. This is your fastest path to a quick and clean closing. From your seller's perspective, there's no lack of effort. I'll just remove that. I'll say there's no lack of effort on our end. We just weren't able to get into the properties. I understand that EMD is refundable, but upon calling title, they're saying your seller needs to sign something in order for us to get it back, meaning that it's refundable upon their approval. you restart the process if you decide to cancel the contract after not being able to let us into the property. I've attached my entire portfolio below so that you know we're serious.
Did you DM me yet?
Just a moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting the portfolio attached. Text Joseph, do you think we'll be able to get EMD in on Memphis? Question mark. Okay. We'll try our best. We'll try our best.
We'll try our best. Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Okay, Chris, and then Matt, you were up earlier. Are you available now?
Yes, hi Rich. I was waiting.
Hey.
I sent you, well, it's under contract. So I have this single family home in Detroit under contract for the past 5 days and it's not selling. It's a 25% cash on cash, fully renovated. And I'm just confused at what I did wrong.
Sure, let's see it.
2242 Joan, Joann Street.
Single families are definitely doable, but less desirable than a multifamily. What was it? 24.
2242
Joann.
Joan. Yeah, Joann.
Joann Street, Detroit. Okay, this estimate is 18,000. Maybe it's worth more than that.
Oh, that's all. It's all market. ARB, I checked, it was 100K plus. And I'm sending you a Discord link for pictures from the agent.
Is it a fix and flip or rental property?
It's fully renovated. It's occupied at $1,300 a month through September, and they're getting an extension on it.
Good. Good. I can probably sell this.
It's the one you actually helped me with the offer, 62.5, and I got that accepted on the contract. And I'm just confused at why it's not selling.
I'll take a peek. I could probably move it if it makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
So this is Gary. Why do they make this so hard? Okay, we're past there. God, Zillow makes this such a fucking pain to find off-market properties, guys. It's like actually such a challenge.
It's in that Osborne corner under 8 Mile Road.
So there's the intersection of Garriott and whatever this is, the 102, and then 1, 2 over. Okay, so you're over here, and you're on Joann. There we go. Okay. All right. So, what do you have this under contract for?
62.5.
That's really good, dude. That's really good. This is, yeah, I can move this for you. Occupied at, yeah.
1,300.
That's a deal. That's a deal. Can I, wait, let me see photos. You have photos?
Yeah, there's a Discord link in your DMs. You can see all photos. Not Discord, sorry, Dropbox link.
Okay, probably needs a new roof. But interior is otherwise really nice.
How can you determine if it's needing a new roof? I just want to know that.
Texture on the roof. So, for example, your neighbor's house. I'm going to send you a picture of your neighbor's house, their roof. This is, oh shit.
That's
So this is your neighbor's. Why is my computer being useless? Okay. I just sent you your neighbor's house. You can see it looks rough, like it has texture on it. Whereas your house is this smooth. It may be that you have a 10-year roof and they have a 30-year roof, but this roof just has very little texture left on it. And it's not that it's a destroyed roof. It's just that it's on its way out. So that to me looks like it maybe is 8.
I see.
Yeah. Those are different types of roofs. One of them's 30-year engineered, and then one of them's probably a 10-year roof. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's has a lot of texture on it. But I can sell this for you. That's no problem. So let's run.
Yeah, because the inspection ends probably Monday, and Almira is working on this. She has some interest in buyers, but they want to do like Tuesday walkthrough, and the agent is giving me a hard time extending the inspection period.
Well, it sounds like you do have interest. I like your deal, but I think I can schedule an inspection faster than that. So let me just run this thing for you. Let's say you sell it to the buyer at $69,000. You have a $12,800 down payment. So, oh, that's not true. $13,800. 7% interest, $367 is monthly, plus $250 taxes and insurance, $617. $1,300 is coming in, less 20%, $1,040 minus $617 for the monthly PITI, $423 profit per month, $5,000 per year. Total cost of entry is $13,800 plus $10, $23,800. Yep, I'll sell it for you.
Thank you, Richard.
Hey, I got another one. New deal.
Big guy.
Fully renovated property with photos, tenant in place, long-term at $1,300 and willing to sign an extension as well. They're there until September, and the price point you can get it at is $69,000. I'm looking at photos right now. It looks really good. I can't see anything wrong with it. I would imagine that I think the roof is older, but in good condition.
Okay. 3-bed or 2-bed?
We don't do 2 beds. I say disregard entirely.
Love it.
What's the layout on this? 3-2, 3-1, Matt?
3-2, 1,000 square foot.
3-2, 1,000 square foot, fully renovated. Tenant is in place.
Zip code?
Good question. Zip code is not your favorite, 48205, but you got a long term. But you got a long term tenant in place.
I'll get you a quick answer on that. Shoot me over the address. I'll have my PM take a look at it, and he will tell me yes or no. And really, just saying his yes or no is basically whether or not he wants to manage that deal because of its location. But generally, he does go in the 205 areas, so it's not too terrible. But he'll tell me right now if that's a red zone or not.
It's I'm gonna send you photos and the neighborhood. It looks like a cute, quiet street, man. It looks like a nice place to grow up.
What's the crime look like?
Checking. Not a single shooting.
That's what we look for. As long as no shooting,
no shooting, neighborhood, beautiful photos of the inside and the rent and the price. It's like 22-23% cash on cash occupied, and that's with taking 20% off the top.
And this is a cash chain, not Section 8.
It is high. I mean, is that cash or Section 8, Matt?
What do you mean?
We'll say cash. We'll say cash, Joseph.
So just so your viewers know, the thing that we need most, especially going forward on cash tenants or just tenants in general, we need either bank statements or a rental ledger to show us if they're on time or late payments, just because that's typically what we're seeing when you know what type of payments we have on time. So if they can get that from the seller when they lock these deals up, that would be great.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and everybody heard you say that. We'll see if we can get it, but I'll send you the details, crime, neighborhood, everything. I think it looks good, but I won't speak too soon.
It's a win. I'll confirm with you here shortly. As soon as you send it over to me and I get a response, I'll text you here within the next 30 minutes.
Thank you. Talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Send you rental ledger and proof of latest payment for May. Check.
What a stud. How did you get that?
I just have a good relationship with that agent.
Dude, let me write this up. So it sounds like we have interest, right? But just a walkthrough issue.
Yeah, if we can get somebody in tomorrow or Sunday.
We have boots on the ground there, so I think we probably can. Obviously, the holiday weekend is slowing things down.
I think the big issue with this one is the tenant is kind of she works nights and she's sleeping during the day, and they're trying to respect her space.
Oh, I understand. This is a good one, man.
Thanks.
So this is your crime. As you can see, very violent, fun Detroit, but no shootings here, which we love to see. And then neighborhood. Look, you got somebody walking on the street right there. It's not a bad neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood. No problem with that. Looks nice. And then proof of rent. Yo,
Hey, what you got?
Wholesale's a stud and has proof of rent.
There you go.
Yeah, he has pictures of checks. He has checks and a rental ledger. So not just some bullshit that we could fill out. Actual checks and the rent ledger. So yeah, this is the only thing that could kill this would be the area or the inspection. But based on the photos, I mean, gosh, this guy went above and beyond.
Is that what you just texted? Is that what you just texted up to me?
Yeah, proof of rent.
Okay.
Pictures of checks.
Perfect. I'm actually on the line with him right now. Let me click over and I'll click right back over here in a second. So
No, it's all good. Just call me back.
Oh, all right, right back.
Bye. Dude, I think you're gonna get this. I think we're gonna get this.
Oh,
That's good. Really
I've
good.
been so stressed about this.
I know exactly how that feels, man. I lost one today too. I lost two of my good deals and $3,000 EMD the other day due to an inspection report. So sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes that happens. You get desensitized to it over time, as Yusuf has. But I really like what you've put together. I would imagine that the only hurdles are getting them in on time. We have until what day to walk?
I think the contract says end of inspection 25th, which is Monday, but I'm just being cautious. So if we can get in somebody on Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday, that's good to go.
On Sunday, remind me to text Joseph about walkthrough for Matt LOOB deal.
Okay, I added it.
So yeah, I will follow up with you. I have some traveling to do, but I like your deal and I'm hoping that we can get Joseph to walk that.
Awesome. Thank you, Richard. And I had another question. If you could just quickly help me structure this hybrid. I sent you, that's not under contract. I sent you the address in your DMs just above or below Joan. It's the Buffalo one.
I see.
So they were interested in seller financing. Agent came back to me, wanted to talk interest, and then I found out they told me they had a $200K mortgage on it.
Can we walk?
So
can we walk 2 p.m. at Sunday? Sunday
2 p.m. Sunday. I can confirm that with the agent. Just quickly.
Great deal, man. Great find. My only feedback: slightly longer inspection when going into a holiday weekend.
I didn't know about the holiday weekend, and they wouldn't go under contract any other way, so I had to improvise.
It's okay. So Buffalo deal looks good. I could care less about condition when it's seller finance. I mean, that's not true. It's not that I could care less, understanding that I just lost one to condition on seller finance terms. with Sammy. Sammy and I had seemingly a really good deal, but just some shit came back on inspection, and I had to eat that EMD. But this
one's good though.
This looks good, man. I do really like this. By the way, Pam, if you're listening, Bellaterre just got accepted, I think. I think Bellaterre's, well, we'd already got accepted, but I think it moved forward a little bit further. Yeah, this looks clean, man. I mean, not clean, but good. I like it. You're just needing help structuring a hybrid. What's mortgage cost? What's it renting for?
Mortgage is $1,400 a month. It's a duplex it's rented for $2,400, but potential for $3,000. The lower tenant is somebody who's managing it, and they're getting a discount for managing. But it's bringing $3,000. It's gonna bring $3,000, but currently at $2,400. And $1,400 mortgage, 3% interest.
Oof, sorry guys. I tried to mute that one. Did that mute on your end? When I turn the volume off, does that like cut it short? Or no?
The what, the ding?
Yeah, did the ding get cut short when I turned the volume off or no? Oh, I'm putting on do not disturb. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it off. Do not disturb. Okay, I'm on DND. It should not do that anymore. Okay, so you're bringing in $2,400. I'm confused though. The mortgage is only $1,400. You must have a real low interest rate.
3%.
Very good. I love it.
They've listed for 345. That's what I was offering them, seller finance. I wasn't giving them 10% above. And they wanted to accept that with interest, but then I had to ask them to restructure the deal because it's now a mortgage takeover or a hybrid. So my idea was cover the mortgage, and for the rest of the 145, just give them seller finance at 0%. And you still cash flow 25, 26%. That's what my numbers were. I just wanted to confirm that with you.
Did you take 20% off the top of the rent?
Yeah.
Or is that based on 3,000 rent or the 24 that's coming in?
3,000.
When and why will it become 24? How do you know?
Come again? I rephrase.
How do you know it'll be 2,400 on the rent?
Because it's both.
3,000. My apologies. 3,000. You said rent was going to increase from 24 to 3,000.
Oh yeah, lower tenant is month to month, so it's not long-term lease. You can change, or you can get a new tenant or change the terms for him because he's just getting a discount for managing the property.
Oh, okay. So that helps. That's the answer because he's managing.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3,000 and you're paying 1,400, right? So we probably wouldn't want to pay them any more than like $400. Could we pay them $400 towards the other amount? Maybe 450?
That's what I was thinking. I offered them $600 a month for seller financing. They were interested. So if we take care of the mortgage for them and offer them for 450, maybe they take it. I just wanted to confirm with you the numbers and how to structure.
600 is a tad high because 3,000 is really 2,400 when you take off 20%.
Yes.
So maybe 500. Could we do 500? I'd like to make $500 net on this so that and I should ask, what's your down payment?
That's what I wasn't sure about.
Well, I'd love 30. Is 30 possible?
I was gonna offer them 15.
Oh wow. Okay, great. Give them 30.
With seller finance, I was giving them 30K down, 345 purchase price. They were interested, so I'm not keeping my down payment high.
Yeah, man. God, if you got this for that would make a lot more sense. You could do 600 a month with 15 down. If you think that's the more appealing offer, great. Make that offer.
Yeah, and I also told the agent if we keep the down payment low, I can cover. He has 3% commission. I said I can split 2%, 1% with the seller.
Good.
So that's also
good. I like that. So
I'm just giving the illusion of making 10K down payment and then covering 4,500 for the seller in terms of commission.
This is good. I like this deal a lot. This is exactly what you need to do. Perfect deal. Yeah, and you could come up to, I would say max down on this would be 35, maybe even 37.
Okay. Okay, so I should offer them maybe 20K down, cover 1% of the commission of the agent, take over the mortgage, and seller finance the 145 at 0%.
Yep.
Make them
Ideally
500 a month max.
500 a month. Yeah, 500 a month would be good. But yes, that's a really good structure, dude. I love it.
Okay, sounds good. Just wanted to confirm that.
Awesome
Thank you,
deal.
Richard.
Talk soon.
Thank you.
All right. Michael Carter, I think you're maybe your wife was in TikTok and wanted me to bring you up, or is that the wrong person? I don't know.
Yes, Richard. Good day. How are you?
Man, stressful. I was driving down the road today and my tire burst to the rim.
And on top of that, those boys be whiling in those comments, eh?
One could say that, yes.
Richard, I've got two properties here that I would like you to have a look at for me, man. The first one is this one is under contract, so it doesn't matter. I can say it out loud.
All right.
It's 1229-3 Kilburn Street.
1229. How do you spell that?
It's like Kill with one L and then Bourne, like Jason Bourne.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
You say 1229 killed
1229-3.
Did I spell that right? Kilbond? Kilborn.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the one. I've got a bit of a problem with this. Right? This property was listed not so long ago for 55. And using your 70% method, I managed to get it for 38. However, there was a price drop of 5K and I'll bring it to 50.
Can I
I got it for 13.
I'm curious, just really quick, where's your accent from? It's really interesting. It sounds like a country colonized by New Zealand.
I'm from South Africa.
Wow, that's really interesting. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is a fix and flip. It's probably going to need like 40K, which is fine. That's okay. We just need to see if there's room for it. But we got 1 million buyers for fix and flips, man. So we love deals like this. It's listed for 49. You got it for
38. I was shooting for 32, but the agent didn't want to budge any further than that.
Sometimes you got to walk away when they're not willing to take the right price, unless you're okay canceling a contract. But with that said, I'll run your numbers. So
okay,
let's run numbers. There it is. So first things first, we want to see what's for sale around here. A couple properties for sale at higher prices, like these two right here. Let's see if anybody's flipping. I'm going to go from here to here to here to there. And can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, it's a good size, 4.2, 1637. That's a good size property with good character as well. If I price these high to low over the past 12 months, I'll be able to see some sales. Past 12 months. So that's pretty much what you are. So is that. Let me just check. You're a 1637 square foot. This is called a bungalow. This type of property is called a bungalow. And this is also a bungalow. And this sold for 131. You have another bedroom on them. This sold for 137. You're pretty much this guy to a T. Gosh, yeah, not bad. So your comps are anywhere between, I'll go back, I'll do a slightly wider boundary just to see if there's anything more, because you don't have a ton of comps. Maybe there's more with a wider boundary. If I price this high to low, he's got it at 32. You say 32?
38, sir.
38. So 131, 137, 131. Yeah, so you probably sell for like 130, 140. Rehab on this, I feel like, so let's run through it. Roof is 12. Interior is, yeah, you need mechanicals too. Oh, yeah, that's probably like new bathroom, rip out the floors, new windows. Yeah, so you got 12 for the roof, you've got like 7 for your windows, and you probably got like 25 for the. I feel like it's about a 45K job. So let's say somebody paid you the lightest of light fees. You get it, they have it at 40, they put in 44,000, they've got 7,000 in closing costs, they're in it for 91,000, and then it sells for maybe 130. I think the only challenge here is that there's not a lot of evidence for the sales. What I mean by that is there's just not a lot of properties that are listed at this price and selling at that price. You see the majority of properties here. You know, most properties not really being flipped. For example, this guy, did they flip him? Not really. No, I wouldn't say that's a flip, guy. Oh, whoa. No, I wouldn't say it's a flip. That's a very interesting room. Sold for listed for 115. So yeah, I feel like 130 is your ARV, and you'd be in it for 91, and I could sell for 130. It's fine. It's fine. Your numbers are not terrible. I think the thing that might be scaring flippers away from this is just sort of that we only have like 2 comps in the whole area. So if we price these high to low, this guy obviously a lot bigger square footage than us, but this is a comp. That's not really a comp. Different type of property, more square footage. These two are comps right here. So I think these are our best comps right here. They went for 137 and 131. Let's see if we can look at photos of this to understand what they did to the property. Yeah. Here's a trick that you could do. One thing that you could do here, if you wanted to find a buyer, you put the real, I don't really talk about this stuff, guys, but this could be done. Put this in. This realtor represented the flipper. This realtor represented the flipper. So I'll tell you what, watch this. It's a little bit late, but I'm going to call him and be like, yo, does your flipper want another deal?
Yo, that'll be awesome.
This is just a random realtor. I don't know if this would go anywhere.
Hi, this is Edgar with the Marxist Real Estate team. I'm really sorry, Mr. Call, but please send me a text.
He sounds like a nice guy. Here's what I would do. I'm going to put his phone number in the chat along with another phone number of another realtor in the chat who sold another listing nearby. And you can call these guys and be like, yo, you just sold these 2 listings. They were both renovated. Does your investor want another deal? And he can send it to him because he just flipped in this area. It's in the exact same area. So you see these 2 people? These are 2 listing agents. You could call them and say, hey, I've got a property under contract and you just sold a flip here. And this is at the price where you could do it again. Is your investor looking for another deal? And that's a good way to find buyers. And just in case we don't find you one, because I think a deal is fine. There's just not a ton of comps, and we do want to have a ton of comps to illustrate that this is doable. You know.
The other one that I have for you is this guy. I sent it to your DMs. It's a duplex. It's not under contract.
I'd also post your deal on Facebook. I'll look at Haverhill really quick. Is that the duplex you're looking at?
Yeah. This guy's got a mortgage on the property, right? Of 108,000. And he's listing it for 183. So I spoke to the realtor back and forth. He proposed actually we take over the debt.
Oh, the realtor hit you with that?
Yeah, he hit me up with that. I was like, sweet, let's go.
Good.
So we back and forthing, and then he said, okay, I'll go speak to the seller and then get back to me on Monday. So I just wanted to find out, is that something that I should look into?
Yes, 100%, man. What a find. What a find. Through and through. That's great. So it needs a little work, but that's okay. On creative finance, we're used to doing a little bit of work. So yes, this is definitely something that we're interested in. I can see it needs some work, which is okay. But I'd love to take over the debt and not do anything else. So, maybe give them a fee of 20,000 to take over the debt. You think they take that, or you think they need 20K and monthly payments?
You see, the thing is, the way that the realtor sounds to me is like the owner wants to get rid of this property. So if we can just take over the debt with a 20K down payment, I think that should be sufficient for him. And obviously the realtor's fees.
I'm gonna write you a message. So one thing I'll say about this is that you can probably get him to see reason by sending the neighbor's property to him, because he's selling it for more than I sell my turnkey duplexes. My turnkey duplexes don't go for as much as he's selling it. He's way overpriced on this. So here's a turnkey duplex for fully renovated duplex at 140. Yeah, neighbor's house is fully renovated and for sale at 140,000. Other neighbor's house is also fully renovated and for sale at. So what I'm doing to get them down on price is I'm saying, I understand you're asking 184, but the neighbors around you are fully renovated and for sale for significantly less than that.
Yes. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So I'd love to give you guys 20K to split between you and the seller just to take over debt, but I couldn't offer payments on top of taking over the loan. I also don't think I'd be able to get long-term financing on this given the rehab needed, but I'm happy to take over the debt. There you go. That's what I would say.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Love what you're doing, especially overseas. Great work. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, Kat.
Nelson, how you doing, man?
What's up, Richard? I'm doing good, man. So I just DM'd you a property that I ran into barely while you were talking. And I think what they put in the info is that they want seller finance, right?
Love it. You muted yourself, dog.
Yeah, sorry, it's because I got my daughter. But I just DM'd you the property.
That's
and then you can read
big boy. Okay. Is it West 22nd Street?
Let me check. Yeah.
I don't see anything about seller financing, but I'm happy that if I'm I see. Never mind. Okay. Tell me about your terms. It looks like it might need a small amount of rehab, but overall looks to be decent. I mean, maybe it is pretty turnkey. Tell me about the terms.
I just ran into it not too long ago. I just wanted to see if it was even worth getting into.
Yes, always worth getting into. When you're first looking at a seller finance deal, the first thing to consider is your condition. Looks to be decent. You have a 176K loan. So the seller financing would kind of look like, I'll take over your debt if there actually is debt on the property, and I'll make you payments for the remaining amount, and I'll give you a down payment. But yes, I do think it's worth exploring for sure. Dig deep into the condition since it's huge, and a huge property that needs work is expensive. So we should ask about the condition.
Okay, I'll do that. And then one more property, I just sent it to you. I got them down to 155 to see if it's even worth. It's fully rented right now. It's a boarding house. It brings in 38.50 a month.
Whoa, that's huge. 155 with 38.50 income.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Now, the only thing that I have not got is the condition of the inside of the home. I got a call with them here in a little bit to go over the condition of the home.
I would wait to contract this until Memorial Day because we're going to have a hard time walking the property during that time. However, these numbers are phenomenal, but I can't send it to any buyers without photos, and it won't sell without photos.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get photos and then I'll get into the contracts after Memorial Day, and then we can jump on a call on Tuesday.
Okay, perfect. I'm not going to be on Tuesday. I'm going to be on the ground in Detroit walking properties.
Okay, well, I'll just keep an eye out whenever you get on. We can talk about it.
Okay, and guys, this is going to be my last stream for like some time. Don't worry, I'll have other people fill my spot. But I'm gonna go look at my deals, guys. I'm gonna go look at my deals. I'm really excited to do so. I'll make some good content, and yeah, we'll go ahead and I don't know. I just want to go check them out. But
all right, Richard, you have a safe trip, man. Enjoy.
Thanks. Bye bye, Mr. Omar. What's going on, dog?
How you doing, Richard?
I'm doing really well.
Okay, so I'm going to be super quick on this one. I just DM'd you a duplex in Detroit, Michigan. It is not under contract. And that's like the main issue because the owner refused or she's not willing to sign any wholesaling contract because we take too long to close on the property.
Well, remember, you don't. So if you position yourself as a wholesaler, it does you a disservice.
Yeah, I didn't even mention that I'm a wholesaler. She just said that.
Well, I would just sweep it under the rug and imagine it never was said.
Yeah, I just text her. It was not a call.
Remember,
so,
for sale by owners, they are they're hammered with wholesale calls. So you're gonna run into that. That's why I like to call agents as well. But this thing looks kind of overpriced, no?
Just run the numbers, I guess. It's a duplex.
Oh, it says single
yeah.
family. Okay, so that's helpful. You got a hidden duplex here. I think this is definitely going to need a little bit of rehab. There's some stuff hanging off the side of the house.
Yeah.
Interior looks good. Yeah, interior looks pretty good. But yeah, I would imagine the outside needs a little bit of work, but not terrible. What kind of price could you get this for?
I was aiming for 130. I don't know if that is a good price or not.
I'd go deeper.
At 130 with no repairs at all. I think it's going to do cash on cash, I think 22.5. But with you mentioning that it needs some kind of repairs, I don't know what kind of price should I aim for.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. So we always want to get it closer to 70% of list because remember, 18K as a discount is just not that big. 18K as a discount is it's like, okay, all right. But remember, we stack a fee on it and then all of a sudden we're only 13K below list. So buyers really want to see that we've put in our legwork to get a discounted property. As far as your cash on cash, I'm sure it's really, really good. But the discount is just not very steep. So I would just get a steeper discount, you know?
So, like, what exact price should I mention or should I suggest to her?
Oh, 110 would be cool. I think it might be worth shooting our shot at 115, but you always want to get the discount unless you're ready to cancel a contract.
Yeah, got you. So, okay. Should I suggest maybe in the near future, if I came across an owner, should I suggest double closing? Is that by any chance makes things easier, even if I do virtual wholesaling?
So yeah, double closing means that you're actually taking title on it and it's not a wholesale deal.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah. All right. Talk soon, man. Aim for steep discounts. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Talk soon. So Chris, we were just waiting to hear back on your agent about 1 p.m. Probably haven't heard back. It's late. Text me about it, okay?
Yeah, he never sent it to me. I don't have your number.
You do now. It's in the chat, or it's in your chat.
What was that?
It's in your DMs. You have my number now. It wasn't Kim, it wasn't a DM, it was a message in the chat. So I put that in the chat. It wasn't in the DM. So it'll stay in the chat, but have them go back into the chat and then go look at the message. It's in there. Just scroll up. All right, Chris, text me, okay? Text me, okay, Chris? Chris, can you text me?
I can't hear you.
Can you text me? My phone number is in your DMs. About when we can do the walkthrough. Mention the property address and the price. Okay. Well,
Kind of cutting off, Richard, but yeah, I heard you sent me your number. I will send you all the details.
all right. Bye-bye. Kai, last deal. You got a, yeah, I do Idaho, but not often. You got a deal, Kai?
Yes, I'm sorry. I won't take a lot of time. So there's a seller financing that I emailed, but he came back saying that is already in a land trust. Is there possible we can purchase the land trust on a seller finance?
Yes, 100%. Does he have debt on it?
Okay. Yeah, there is. So the offer was basically offer price was 133, monthly payment was 300, down payment was 4,500.
What's it listed
balloon
for?
payment?
What does he owe?
Man, I'm not on my laptop. Can I send you the address?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. And the guy in Columbus, Tennessee, Michael, he said he messaged you a voice text.
He did, and I responded.
Okay, got it. Sending you. Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Man, I see the car. I see the tire and rim, man. Man, it hurts.
Just an excuse to get cooler rims.
You should get Rohana.
Rohana? What's that?
Wheels. There's a premium wheels.
Oh, they look nice. Yeah, I like the spoke. I don't want straight spokes. I want those curved Y-shaped spokes. But yeah,
You should go with Volk. Those are very expensive. Like per rim goes like for $2,000, I think. VOLK wheels.
Interesting. I liked the other ones.
Rohanas, yep, they're pretty premium.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
All right, send you the address on the Discord.
Yeah, off market. Okay, so okay. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yeah, we'll do seller finance deals anywhere, guys. If you have a deal in Idaho and it's seller finance and it makes sense, great. So for this one, definitely not cash. Seller finance on this for sure. Where is Centerline? Is Centerline rural? No, it's not.
No, it's close to Detroit. It's on the top of. It's close to Detroit, like literally close.
So I'm leaning towards not doing any seller finance on this, and I'm leaning towards just taking over the debt. So what does he owe?
I sent you the address. I'm not on my computer. That's why I'm sorry.
It doesn't show me he owes anything, man. So it says he's free.
So like it was owned in a land trust, right? That's what he said to me. It has a, what is it? He said this could never work because this particular home is already in a land contract. And I offered him $80,000 for cash, and he said no to that. It's too low for cash offer.
We definitely couldn't do 80 cash. 80 cash wouldn't make sense. It's a 2-1. 2-bed, 1-bath is not a desirable type of property. So we don't like it.
He didn't say no. I mean, he said no to that, but I was trying to see if I was pitching seller financing more on that. And I did talk to him just a couple, like an hour ago. And he said the home is already in a land contract. So I'm thinking, can we still get a seller financing deal on a land contract?
No, because he has to pay off his position. So you said
Got it.
You said land trust. I thought land trust, but land contract.
No, land contract.
Land
already in a land.
Yeah, land contract means he already seller financed it from somebody and he has a balloon coming up and your seller finance offer does not satisfy his balloon.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the one that I brought it to you, for fix and flip, she wants 50K, but since the comps were 1 mile away, you guys just said basically you guys couldn't do it, but you did tell me to submit it on a buy box. Do you think we can close that? Because I want to get that signed on contract.
You can only do seller finance. Are you talking about this one or a different one?
The different one.
I don't know what you're talking about. What deal is
I sent it to you on a Discord before. You and Chris run the numbers before. Since it was basically the comps were a bit far away. 180. I'm sending you right here.
That was the one that Chris gave you feedback on. What did Chris say about that?
The comps were a bit far away, right? So that's what he said to me.
Wicker Pants. This is what my Discord is for, man. I'm not going to see that DM. There's just too many.
I just sent you the address. She said she wants 50K. I offered her like 45, but she wants 50K. But the house, the comps is basically at 1 mile away. Like
too far.
Yeah.
Comps too far. It needs to be closer than that. Is this a single or multi?
Single.
Honestly, I gotta hop off, man. I'm not really sure about this one. It could be good, it could be bad, but I'm very fatigued. I gotta go. So I gave up on this deal. This is like pulling teeth. All right. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I figured this out without anybody. If you are absolutely reliant on me to do deals, might not be the business for you. All right, let's spin the wheel. Remember, very, 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 very few people will actually get a deal done. This shit's not easy, guys. It's not easy. And if you're somebody who's like emotional and can get offended by me, because I just helped people all day long. I'll explain this to you. Your question was asked 5 times and you didn't hear it. I'll say it again. Your question was asked 5 times and you didn't hear it. What do I mean by that? What I mean is I had like 20 people come up today, question after question after question after question. Somebody asked a question about your exact situation, but you didn't hear it. If you not being able to talk to me is a reason to quit, man, this business is not going to work for you. It's just you can't be emotional in this business. You have to be relentless in this business. And if I am your bottleneck, quit. Let me say it again. If I am your bottleneck, quit. Deal of your choice plus email and phone call. Deal of your choice plus email and phone call. So what is deal of your choice plus email and phone call? Deal of your choice plus email and phone call is I try my absolute best to pull a deal. Okay. So I don't know what happened to the stream, but I've been here the entire time. It landed on deal of your choice plus email and phone call. Deal. What does that mean? It means I'm gonna try my hardest. A number? Okay, sure. We'll do. I'm gonna put a line in the chat. The number will be between 1 and we'll do a number between 1. I haven't wrote it down yet, so hold on. It's going to be a number between 1 and 30. Go. Number between 1 and 30, number between 1 and 30. I have the number written on my phone. 3, 2, 1. Guessing is done. I don't think it's offensive to say if I am your bottleneck, quit. Guys, we're all our own person. At the end of the day, you've paid $20 to be in a group. Right? At the end of the day, if it's like I didn't get a deal because Hold My Hand Wholesale sucks. You know, I don't know what to say, man. We had a 13-year-old do a deal. So again, if I'm your bottleneck, you got to look inward, man. You got to look inward. I can't always be there for you, but what I can do is I can sit here 3 hours per day and I can answer similar questions that could cue you in as to what the answer to your question is. That's what I can say. So the number was 20. The number was 20. So whoever said 20 first is the person who wins. Ooh, I picked a good one. Nobody said 20. I'm looking. 2. Wow. Oh my God. None of you said 20? It was just out of 30. Holy shit. Nobody said 20? Oh, MJ Wade said 20. MJ Wade said 20. I'm just missing things. Oops. I'm sorry about that, MJ Wade. So, I leave on Wednesday. I'm back on Thursday, guys. My next live stream is Thursday of next week. I'm traveling. So I'm gonna have to bring you up on Thursday, MJ Wade.
You being my bottleneck.
On Thursday at 2 p.m., remind me to bring up MJ Wade.
Okay, I added it.
All right, guys. I'm not going to be here for some time, but I will be active in the chat. And yeah, I'm gonna try my absolute best. If you're curious, I have my father's wedding. It's relatively important, I would say, to attend my father's wedding. So, you know, I got to go to that. And then I don't have to, but I'm going to go to Detroit after that to look at the flips that I'm doing. And guys, I'd consider flipping a house. That's kind of a funny meme. Jake, I kind of like your screenshot. Okay. Well, Johnny O, are you here to answer more questions?
I am. I'm here.
So somebody asked, what does deal of your choice plus email and phone call mean? It means I try my very best to find you a deal. And guys, when I'm in Detroit, I will try to meet up with students of Hold My Hand Wholesale. So I'll actually post it in the chat right now. At everyone, if any of y'all are in Detroit.
Did you find a new property manager, dude? I got a really good girl out there that's awesome. I'll send her over. I'll text you the contact info.
Yeah, my property manager employee resigned today, and we are onboarded with a management company, and we also placed like 3 tenants.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Dude, send it over. So it is important for them to be local though. But if any of y'all are here in Detroit, I'll be there on or from Monday to Wednesday of next week. I'm considering allowing a group of people into one of my active flips to understand the process. This is fully free. Stay tuned for details. Might do a meetup if we have a solid crowd out here. All right, guys. Well, this is my first time ever being on the ground for real estate. Like I've literally never been on the ground for real estate before. And we're going to do it. We're going to see if we can make something happen. And I will catch you guys all next Thursday. I'll try to be as active as I can. And if we have the ability to do so, I will go live. Anyways, catch you later, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, so the live stream continues. Everyone, Johnny O is now live to answer questions. All right, gang. YouTube, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thanks so much for watching. Our stream is growing here. I appreciate it. And see ya. Bye-bye. All right.